भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्ट्वागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम मंत्र नंबर 3। यस्याग्निहोत्रम् अदर्श पौर्णमासम् यस्याग्निहोत्रम् अदर्श पौर्णमासम् अचातुर्मास्यम् अनाग्रहणम् अतिथिवर्जितञ्च अचातुर्मास्यम् अनाग्रहणम् अतिथिवर्जितञ्च अहुतम् अवैश्वदेवम् अविधिनाहुतम् अहुतम् अवैश्वदेवम् अविधिनाहुतम् आसप्तमांस्तस्य लोकान् हिनस्ति आसप्तमांस्तस्य लोकान् हिनस्ति काली कराली च मनोजवाच काली कराली च मनोजवाच सुलोहिताया च सुधूम्रवर्णा सुलोहिताया च सुधूम्रवर्णा स्फुल्लिङ्गिनी विश्वरुचि च देवी स्फुल्लिङ्गिनी विश्वरुचि च देवी लेलायमाना इति सप्तजिह्वाः लेलायमाना इति सप्तजिह्वाः। Yesterday we saw these are the 7 types of flames, and each flame is referred in this mantra as Devi. Kali Karali cha Manojavacha, and then what he says? Sulohitaya cha Sudhumravarna Pullingini Vishwaruchi cha Devi. So Devi Shabda goes with all of them. Kali Devi, Karali Devi, Manojava Devi, Sulohita Devi, Sudhumravarna Devi, Spullingini Devi, Vishwaruchi cha Devi. The 7 types of flames, they are Divyati iti Devi, means they are very shining, very effulgent. So well-lit fire, having this particular flames, has been given these 7 types of flames, and they are all called Devis. And oblations are to be offered into such fire, swift and then smoky and then reddish, and all kinds of flames are there. Lelayamana. Lelayamana means dancing. means well lit flames. And they are dancing those flames, and each one is a Devi, and the 7 flames which are well lighted, and all of them, their offerings are made. Point is, lots of efforts are necessary. Even to do this simple ritual of Agnihotra, one has to put in lot of efforts. Then what happens? That is being talked in next mantra. In the previous mantra, when Shankaracharya say, when the Shruti says, Asaptaman lokan hinasti. If Agnihotra is not accompanied by Darshamasa Yajna, Varunamasa Yajna, Chaturmasa, with not Agrayanam is not done, without worship of Atithis, without worshipping Vishwadevas, and offerings are not made or yajnas are not performed in a stipulated manner for that person, all the 7 lokas gets destroyed. In hinasti means hinasti iva, as though destroyed. Destroyed means it doesn't bear any fruits. Ayasa matra phalatvat. That is, that fellow gets only ayasam iva. No effort, only, nothing else. In Shankaracharya there, he gives 7 lokas, means Brahma loka, etc., are denied. That is okay. But then, so he says, for 7 generations, this person will not have anybody to perform these rituals, and his or her 7 generation will be deprived of these lokas. Not only he loses, but the generations to come and the generation that went by also loses. In other words, it calls for a tremendous discipline. Like, there's some competitive exams have negative marking. If you get the mark for what you write correct, FAQs or objective questions and objective answers. But then when you ticked wrongly, then there is a negative marking. So this is what negative marking that happens. If one doesn't perform with Shraddha and stipulations and accompanied by all this, there the negative marking takes place. And lastly, as I mentioned, this is a karma. Please note, okay? So since it is a karma, kartum shakyam, akartum shakyam, anyatha va kartum shakyam. So there is a vikalpa available. Vikalpa means an option available. You may perform this or perform that. In this Kali Yuga or modern times, fire rituals are generally not performed. There is no fire in the home at all. Not possible also. There is only one fire. That is this fire. on a Vijayadashmi day, this one lady was doing chandanam kumkumam to her tongue. The husband asked her, "What are you doing?" She says, "I am doing Shastra Puja." This is my weapon. On that day, they do the worship of the weapons. They do. So the weapon is called Shastra. So lady says, "I am doing Shastra Puja. I am doing worship of my weapons." Anyway, coming back to this, puja can be done. And then you may hear so many people, especially Kathakaras, talking that in Kali Yuga, it is bhakti is a simple marga and most assured marga. When bhakti is not a marga, bhakti is not even an action, bhakti is an attitude. Please understand. And they say, yes, now Swamiji, I understand attitude of surrender. No. Attitude of surrender alone is not bhakti, and that you cannot force upon it. Attitude of surrender, which is born out of awareness of Ishvara. If you live in the awareness of Ishvara, then only there is bhakti possible. And you can live in awareness of Ishvara only when you understand Ishvara. This emotional awareness, doing this mala all the time, Ram, 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 Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, etc., those awareness don't last long because mind cannot entertain more than one thought at a time, and it is replaced by different thoughts. So awareness of Ishvara is gained by understanding Ishvara as Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana, Vivarta Upadana, appreciating Ishvara and ultimately appreciating Ishvara as myself, that bhakti. And they say this bhakti is easy for Kali Yuga, but that's not true. But they mean that Kirtanam and Katha Shravanam and then Nama Japa and Puja, etc., because karma has a vikalpas, options. Now, what is the phalam of this when you perform all these rituals? When one lives such a disciplined life, what does he or she gets hereafter? Look at the mantra number 5. एतेषु यश्चरतेषु भ्राजमानेषु एतेषु यश्चरतेषु भ्राजमानेषु यथा कालं चाहुतयो ह्याददायन् तं नयन्त्येता सूर्यस्य रश्मयः तन्नयन्त्येता सूर्यस्य रश्मयः यत्र देवानां पतिरेकोऽधिवासः यत्र देवानां पतिरेकोऽधिवासः एतेषु यश्चरतेषु भ्राजमानेषु यथा कालं चाहुतयो ह्याददानः याददायन् एतेषु यश्चरतेषु भ्राजमानेषु यथा कालं चाहुतयो ह्याददायन् तं नयन्त्येता सूर्यस्य रश्मयः यत्र देवानां पतिरेकोऽधिवासः तं नयन्त्येता सूर्यस्य रश्मयः यत्र देवानां पतिरेकोऽधिवासः. He says, एतेषु चरतेषु भ्राजमानेषु. So these are all adjectives in this. What he says, Brajamaneshu, Chalateshu. Brajamana means, Braja means shining. In this, when they are shining, when they are dancing, what? The flames. In these dancing and shining flames, Yatha kalam cha ahutayaha dadanaha, adadanaha, Yatha kalam, at a right time, at a given time. Right time means at a stipulated time. What is stipulated in Veda? At that time. When the time, stipulated time can be literally time in terms of hours, time can be in terms of order, and time can be in terms of situation. When the flames are like this, that is the time. Yada lelayate yachihi samidde havyavahane tadajya bhagavantarena ahutif pratipade. That is the time to offer the oblations. Like that, whatever yatha kaleshu means as per stipulation. It doesn't, though literal translation is as per the time, but the meaning is as stipulated. Ahutayaha adadanaha. Okay? One who gives or offers oblations. when the oblations are offered as per the stipulation, when these flames are dancing and shining, as stipulated, then tam, to that person who does this, yatha kalam ahutayah adadayan. Sorry, adadayan means when the giver, you know, that person who is offering, that person tam nayanti etaha suryasya rashmi. To him nayanti, they lead, they take him. What? Suryasya rashmayaha. Literal translation is rays of the sun. But it is not rays of the sun, but just let us see the rays of now. The rays of the sun lead to that person where yatra devanam patihi ekaha patihi adivasaha. Yatra where devanam patihi, the king of the devatas, the Swami, master of the devatas, means the king of the heaven, means Indra. Ekaha, the one and only one. Indra Adivasaha, the one who doesn't have any rival. To that Indra, these rays of the sun lead this Yajvana, this performer. The person who performs yajna is led to, Indra means led to heaven. So a person who offers oblations as stipulated in terms of yajna, in terms of time, in terms of material, and in terms of the flames. And when the flames are well lit and dancing, to that person who has been performing these rituals, the Suryasya Rashmayaha, the rays of the sun, lead him. Where do they lead him? To heaven. So he becomes eligible for entry into heaven. Okay. So at a proper time, in a proper situation, yatha kalam means everything as per stipulation. I remember Swamiji telling when he taught this, he says it is not like America. Everything is celebrated on weekend. If Janmashtami is on Saturday, on Friday or Wednesday, it will be shifted to next Saturday. If your birthday also is celebrated on weekend, so that doesn't work with rituals. When it is said on Ekadashi, that means you have to do on 11th day, that means you have to do it. Whether it's a working day for you or you are traveling on that day, it doesn't matter. It is, you can't live like American life weekend to weekend. And that also, like, there's a typical American house, apartment jargon. I like this. In the beginning, when I came few decades ago, I couldn't understand because we never had this concept. One of my students was planning to buy a new house, and then he said, Swamiji, have a look and you suggest out of these three, which one we buy. Then he says, what? I said, what are the things? How many? I said, okay, this one is a 3-bedroom house, and then the other one is 4-bedroom, and the other one is a 3-bedroom. But then it is this one with this 3-bedroom is 2.5 bathroom, and this one is a 1.5 bathroom. They say half. We Indians don't know what is half bathroom. We Indians, we know only one bathroom. There is complete bathroom. What is half bathroom? It was a big question for me. Then I understood half bathroom means only commode and wash basin, no bathroom. There is no bathroom, there is no place to bathe, but still it is called bathroom and called as a half bathroom. That's what I understood. Generally, on the ground floor, near the dining table, they have this half bathroom. I go, okay, this is now I understood. What is half bathroom? Similarly, there is not even 2 weekends. That is 1.5 weekends, because since Sunday morning, the fellow the like English weather changing, the mindset changes. Tomorrow I have to do laundries today and I have to finish this and this all daily chore work pending, postponed until on weekend. I have to call my mother in India or I have to talk to my brother in India has this corona and I have to talk to this friend and all kinds of agenda. And there is a pressure. Tomorrow I have to go to office. So it is 1.5, not weekend to weekend. Yatha kalam, as per stipulated in this Brajamaneshu, when the flames of fire are shining, and dancing. To have them shining and dancing, it requires lots of effort. And if you don't understand this, come here, I will organize one ritual for you. Then you will know what does it mean. These Brahmanas, Karmakandi Brahmanas don't get corona because so much of smoke has gone inside by performing these rituals and so much of chanting they do it. So automatically it becomes a lung exercise. I remember while I was studying Vedas way back in 80, my Panditji told us, we had one student who had asthma and a few devotees. He says, we Vedic Pandits will never have asthma. You check. Those who are chanting Vedas, they don't have asthma because their lungs have that exercise. Because what is the exercise of the lung? All the time chanting and they are feeling breathless and taking deep breath and all that. So they don't get corona. They are saved from it. Similarly, the lungs is full of Vedic smoke. Because to get those flames itself is a project by itself. It is almost so difficult. So it is too much of effort. Brajamaneshu yatha kalam ahutaya adadana. Ahutaya. The oblations are offered at the time, And then to that person, adadayati, taken, nayati. What nayati? Suryasya rashmaya. Not the rays of the sun. Each karma produces twofold result. One is drashtaphalam, manifest result, gross result, and another one is adrishtaphalam, that which is unmanifest or that which is subtle. You feed a person. Drashtaphalam is that person's hunger is satiated. And that person felt happy, satisfied, expressed his happiness, his or her happiness. Oh, food was so nice and I feel so happy, etc. etc. Adrishtaphalam means what? You incur some punya. Punya and papa, they are called adrishtaha. Not seen or not seeable also. You cannot see them also. That effect which is going to fructify in future. If the fructification is in terms of comfort and happiness and pleasure for you, it is called punyam. And if the fructification is in terms of discomfort and unhappiness and displeasure for you, then it is called papam. So every action produces this drashta phalam as well as adrashta phalam. All reaching out actions, all contributory actions, and all prayerful actions produce adrashta phalam in terms of punya. They produce a phalam which is not seen, unmanifest, to fructify later. Later means when only Bhagavan knows. Gahana karmano gatihi. Bhagavan karmafal data only knows. At what time, in what situation, in which yoni, at what place, only Bhagavan knows. So that to fructify future in future. Those punya karma, phalam, that means punyam, takes the person, not the rays of the sun, literally. Sun rays don't take it. And don't give unnecessary, don't try to. People want to now prove everything is scientific in Veda. Anything you do, Hindu way of life, there is a tendency that they have to prove there is something good, necessary, useful for your body and mind when you do this. That is called scientific approach to Vedic way of life. And they start with everything. If you put here Chandanam, then such and such a chakra is activated and you get peace of mind. What peace of mind? A Hindi movie, all villains have big chakra here. they don't get a peace of mind anyway. But then they have to justify. If you wear this ornament, this will happen into your hand and into your mind. And if you wear in the foot, these things happen. All this is our rishis have said. And we have to live that life. Full stop. You better trust rishis rather than modern interpreters. Anyway, coming back to this, Suryasya Rashmaya means that punyam, they get converted, our karma get converted into adrushta phalam, and that adrushta phalam takes the person through Uttarayana Marga. There are two types of gatis, two types of route a Jivatma takes after death. One is called Uttarayana, another one is called Dakshinayana. And in Gita's language, one is called Shuklagati, another one is called Krishnagati. Though there is a popular belief that Uttarayana Marga, the path of Uttarayana, shining path, or path of sun, Surya Marga, and path of moon, Chandra Marga, there is a popular belief that this is connected to time, which is not true. Those who die after Uttarayana, after 14 January, and they say, Swamiji, he died on a good day, just on 14 January, when Uttarayana began. So moksha ho jayega. They themselves say, this fellow will be liberated because he passed away on Uttarayana day. It is not connected to time, though that which causes time, sun and moon, are mentioned, Surya Marga, Chandra Marga, but then it is your karma phala. Gives whatever day person dies, but karma phala leads Jivatma. All those ahutayas, they were offered in those rituals. Agnihotra and all other satellite naimittic karmas. The one was supposed to do the collective or the cumulative impact of all of them decide the future trajectory. And they say it is like our modern GPS, Shastra, Especially when you go out somewhere, you put the GPS in your car. Nowadays, every car has a GPS. And in US, they put GPS. Indian car, all these American and Japanese and German branch manufacturers came India and they started manufacturing those cars and put all this accessories of GPS and all that. Nobody uses, because every Indian is a GPS. They roll down the glass and ask, "Hey, where is this?" And that fellow will advise, "Help you, go this way, go that way." And then, and in some of the places, they offer services. I'm also going that side. Can I sit in your car? I can take you to his home only. I'm going in that street only. Like that they do. Anyway, so Shastra mentions, before the fellow leaves this body, the GPS is fixed. If he is to go to Urdhva Loka, those lokas where he is to gain punya, sukham, that is called Uttarayana Marga GPS. And if he is to get continuous dukhas, that is called Dakshinayana Marga. So it is said Suryasya Rashmaya. Not literally the rays of the sun, but all those punya karmas he performed, prayers and rituals he or she performed, they collectively take that jivatma, that means karma phala. Ahutis get transferred into punya, and punya get transformed into jivatmas reaching to particular loka and taking birth over there. And according to loka, the jivatma has a body. Jivatma has a sukshma sharira also accordingly. Means all that sukshma sharira which can enjoy those vishayas, and indriyas which can enjoy those vishayas, according to them, he gets a body. So, oblations turning into punya papa, and punya papa turning back into the journey, and again turning back into different loka, reaching jivatma to that loka. In one word, giving a capacity to jivatma to enjoy those karma phalas, those vishayas. Necessary capacity is given, you know. It is like this fellow did pranayama and asanas for 10 years. So he enhanced his longevity by 10 years. But then by and large, old man, you know. He was more so with Corona. His children never let him go out. All kinds of restrictions. And he did, but at home he did all pranayamas and asanas, and then he discovered that astrologer had told that this is up to you will live not more than 78 years, and he survived for 85 years, 88 years. And then went to heaven. Having gone to heaven, Indra asked, "Hey, what do you want?" He said, "Call that Yog Guru. I want to thrash him." Because he kept me alive and I just lived a vegetative life over this Prithvi Loka with old body. I missed heavenly pleasures which I would have gotten earlier. Why should I go on his path, yoga and asanas? So this fellow gets necessary strength, resources, capacity to enjoy those kalas. All this is decided by punyas, accrued through karmas. Which karma? The Ahuti oblations. And therefore he goes. And where does he go? Ahutayaha etam agnihotram kutra nayati. Nanti. Where do they lead? To this fellow who has been performing agnihotra karma, etc. He says, Yatra devanam patirekaha adivasa. Yatra, where? Devanam patihi, the Lord of Devatas, Ekah, one and the only one. Adivasa, where Indra rules, means heaven. Indra has no rival and he enjoys relatively absolute power. And that Indra, where does he live? That means to heaven. This Jiva Atma, he is Yajmana, is led to heaven. Swarga symbolizes all Saptalokas. Okay, Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Mahaha, Janaha, and tapaha, and satyam. 7 lokas mean the types of the pleasure, quality of the pleasure, quantity of the pleasure, capacity of enjoying pleasure, etc. There is a taratam. Compare, there is a better superlative in each one. And the Jivatma gets them according to his karmas. One another unique aspect of Vedic tradition in comparison to all other theologies and tradition, they tell that you go to heaven forever. You will have eternal dinner with the Lord. You will get permanent Jannat. They say this. Our Shastra is very clear. All these 7 lokas, you get only and only visitor visa. Okay? Not even work permit. For PR, not even PR, not even green card, and no citizenship. Even Indra himself is on work permit. Only Devtas have work permit. Nobody has a green card and nobody has a citizenship. Everybody is a visitor. And all these lokas itself are ephemeral. Your vasaha, your staying over there is temporary for a limited time, but the loka itself is there for a limited time. Ha Brahma Bhuvanan Lokaha Punaravartino Arjuna. All these lokas are punaravarti. So lokas, the goer, the one who reaches, also comes back, and lokas itself also get destroyed. So how can you have permanent accommodation there where the house itself is destructible? So Jivatma goes to these lokas, those among the Sapta lokas, one of them, in accordance with is that Jivatma's karma phalas. How much he has paid for, that much level of accommodation the Jivatma will get in these lokas. Which loka accommodation, type of accommodation, type of pleasures, etc. It is like you are given a debit card. I don't know why it is called debit card. It should be called as a credit card because my money I am spending and that card is called as a credit card. You are the, in fact, it is a bank money you are spending and incurring debt. So it should, the other one should be called as a debit card and this one should be called as a credit card. But let us use these modern words that with debit card you go, means you can spend as much as that is accrued upon in your balance. And thereafter you cannot spend or buy a single penny worth of anything because it rejects the purchase. So also Jivatma gains the loka and that particular accommodation over there and the type of the pleasure over there, and that is fixed for a fixed time in accordance with the punya that Jivatma has accrued. And accordingly, he or she will have those heavenly pleasures for himself or herself, whatever the Jivatma gets, the yoni. Shine punye martya lokam. And in a way it is, thank God that nobody gets green card or work permit. Otherwise, heaven also would be full of our Indians and more so Patels. You know? They all will start their Patels and motels and then they will call their cousins and sisters and in-laws and everybody would be there. So poor Indra will have to look for some vote bank for the next term election like politician. Anyway, so Devanam Pati Adivasa Ekaha. where the Indra lives. How do they go? No. What is a journey? You may go to heaven, but journey can be so painful. Like Indian yatras. When these fellows do yatra, especially Badri Kedar and all, and they ride a pony, it's so painful journey, psychologically and physically. So you should see them when they get down off the pony, and then they say, typical Gujarati, they don't say khachar, ghodo જ કહે. કે ઘોડે બેસ્યા પણ કે એવું સ્વામીજી, એટલે પછી હું કાયમ કહું, ઘોડે બેસવામાં શું થાય અમને ખબર હતી, એટલે અમે બેઠા નહીં ઘોડે. Anyway, that pony will walk on the side of the cliff only. It is all the way painful. This pony is somehow is such that it walks on the cliff, and then when you tell this pony wala कि we take him on, नहीं कुछ नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा, तो गिरेगा नहीं. अभी 2 दिन पहले एक माई गिरी थी. And then he will just live that way. You feel that I am going to go. So the fellow or fellow whoever sits on the pony, it is a blessing, grace. All throughout, they keep chanting name. If it is going together, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And if they are going to Yamunotri, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, they keep chanting. So Bhagavan is creating a condition where you forcefully chant his name. So Bhagavan makes you do bhakti. That's a blessing. Anyway, it's painful. And then, when I am walking and I am enjoying the nature and I call, hey, look at this. The way they look at it, they are not interested in looking any sight, any mountain top or any flowers, nothing. They just want to reach at the end. Will the journey of going to heaven will be like this? Then it says, no, all the way. As Swamiji would say, you would have red carpet welcome through. You would have a red carpet journey. What kind of red carpet journey? He says this. Look at the 6th mantra. Ehyehi tamahutayah suvarchasah. Ehyehi tamahutayah suvarchasah. Lehyehiti, there is sandhi. I will break it once I complete the mantra chanting. Ehyehiti tamahutayah suvarchasah. Ehyehiti tamahutayah suvarchasah. Suryasya rashmibhiryajamanam vahanti. Suryasya rashmibhihi yajamanam vahanti. Priyam vacham abhivadayantyah. Priyam vacham abhivadayantyah. Archayantyah eshavah punyas sukruto brahmalokah. Archayantyah eshavah punyah sukruto brahmalokah. Ehyehiti tamahutayah suvarchasah. Suryasya rashmibhiryajamanam vahanti. Ehyehiti tamahutayah suvarchasah. Suryasya rashmibhiryajamanam vahanti. Priyam vacham abhivadayantyah. Archayantyah eshavah punyas sukruto brahmalokah. Priyam vacham abhivadantyorchayantyah. Eshavah punyas sukruto brahmalokah. Ehi iti welcomes sir, welcome, sir, welcome, sir. You know. Then who says this? Suvarchasaya ahutaya. Oblations. Mean those are punya karmas. And ahut suvarchasaha ahutayaha. Brilliant. So those brilliant oblations welcome the person and say, hey, please come, sir. Welcome, sir. And by saying such words, Suryasya Rashmi Vihi Yajamanam Vahanti. They lead the Yajamanam. The person who performed rituals on the bright path, on the sun Margaha or Shukla Paksha, on that path, they lead him. And in between, he says, Priyam Vacham Abhivadantyaha. Priyam. Very pleasing Vacham words, pleasing statements, pleasing words, talking Abhivadantaha. They are welcoming, talking, pleasing words, and Archayantaha. Archayanta means worshipping, praising the fellow, making him feel that I am somebody, making him feel that I am special. You are the specials, making him feel like that. Archayantaha. This Eshavaha Punya Sukrito Loka. This is the Loka. This is what you have earned. Sukrita, Satkarma Krita. Well, you did some good deeds, and this is what you have earned through your good deeds. As, as we say, this, in government, there is a protocol officer. If the state guests come, the officer has to go and attend those guests. Then there are protocol ministers. The minister has to attend other governors if they go. Chief minister may not go all the time. The protocol minister will go. And when the prime minister comes, the governor and the chief minister both have to go there. Red carpet welcome. And with the pleasing words, with all soothing arrangements, you have to invite that person to your state and take him to the place wherever he is to be taken. So this punya karma, these ahutis get converted into punya karma, and they have a protocol officer, and with the pleasing words and with a red carpet treatment, the person, the Jivatma, is taken to different lokas. Whatever he or she deserved, and he or she deserved in accordance with punya. And he or she is connected to those vishayas, which his punya, his or her punya can buy. Not like when the fellow comes, Kyasi Guddana, typical Saurashtra. No, Kyasi Navra Aila also, not that way. Making him feel that you are special. This our this DJ fellows, what they call stage, but they cut jokes, MCs. Joke makers, the guys. One fellow had created a Gujarati Kathiawadi Airlines. And the fellow announced, the steward makes announcement. Bhai Kathiawad Airlines no balloon number. Ala kayo number je pilot ho to bhuli gyo. E હવે રાજકોટ થી આજે તો મુંબઈ જવા નીકળ્યું છે. પૂગે તારે હાથ. The plane is leaving for Rajkot to Bombay, and when it reaches, then you feel yourself lucky. The pilot is as such a good, and the pilot સારો માણસ છે, 3-4 જ મર્ડર કરે છે. He has committed only 3-4 murders. And he has a habit of taking drinks. If he has taken more, આપણે ગાડી ચલાવે ને એને એક્સિલેટર અને લીવર કે લીવર ઘા પૂકી જાય 20 મિનિટમાં મુંબઈ અને જો થોડું બહાર ના આવ્યું તો પુના પૂકી જશે. So if he is little taken, he has taken more, then the plane will speed up and reach in Bombay 20 minutes, whereas the schedule duration is 40 minutes. And if he has taken some further more, it will skip the Bombay and go to next destination, that is Pune. Not that way. Aye, please come. Making you feel that you are exclusive. Understand? People are paying money through their nose to feel important, to feel exclusive, to feel special. That every those marketing fellows and sales fellows knows. And therefore they have these all silver, gold, platinum card. I am a platinum member, and then gets a preference. Then there is a special counter for platinum card holders, another counter for gold card members and silver members and general public. You see why? That I am somebody, that I am an important person, that I am special, not one among many. I'm not the face in the crowd. That realization gives tremendous satisfaction to Ahankara. It is like giving direct sugar intravenous. It shuts up the sugar. Why? All the time there is this Ahankara is a product of ignorance. And ignorance means Dehatma Buddhi. And Dehatma Buddhi means all the time there is a feeling that I am limited. I am incomplete. Fellow has been feeling all the time dissatisfied with himself or herself. At every level, physio-psycho level and every aspect of the level. And the dissatisfaction keeps on emerging at every moment or every experience. Right from the morning itself, when he wakes up and goes to bathroom and looks at the mirror, sees that I have less hair. That is dissatisfaction. Sees that my nose is not little straight or little bent or longer or shorter, or face is not fair or little brown, and all kinds of complexes. And that complexes means I am not happy with myself. There is very, very low self-esteem. And when the one is treated exclusive, the self-esteem goes up. Feels that I am okay. All the time feeling I am no good. I am useless. The typical Guju say, I don't understand few things, And that married fellow, every day 3-4 times wife confirm, તમારામાં તો કઈ બુદ્ધિ જ નથી. તમે તો કઈ સમજતા નથી. તમને કઈ સમજણ જ પડતી નથી. She keeps on telling, if you don't understand certain things, you don't think properly, etc. So that I am useless conclusion gets confounded. And when these Ahutaya tell him that you are the special, momentarily there is self-acceptance. Born out of sense of self-fullness. There is a better self-esteem. And that manifests the self, which is Ananda. So, these Ahutayas, your Punya Karmas, when they take you to heaven, the path is also equally pleasant. It is not only going to Kedarnath and reaching over there and you have darshan and it is pleasant and soothing, but the path also is pleasant. Therefore, Ahut, these punya karmas, these protocol officers, those devtas and the servants of the devtas keep welcoming this fellow. And then he goes there to the Swargaloka. What happens there? And these are the key mantras now. All this discussion is meant for this to understand what is being talked about from mantra number 7. And in a nutshell, to create a vairagya for this karma phala. It looks very nice to hear that we will be welcomed this way, we will be treated this way, we will be going here in heaven like that. It is good to hear and know. But then, how much you get out of it, and how long you get, that is being talked in next mantras. We'll see it on the next weekend. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah. Hari Om. Okay. So